are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the New York Jets. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started, and off we go from East Rutherford. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Good set.
Throwing to start. Here's Dart. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That one intercepted on the 3rd play of the game. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Giants.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Throwing. Dart. This one caught at the 4. And he's in.
To Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. The Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Jets nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Panay Wanwu now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he is out of bounds at the 45. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Play action now. It's Gino. That's to the running back. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Giants come up with it. And he is out of bounds, but his guys are going to take over possession of the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
On 1st down, Dart. That'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Dart's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. And he tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. Now a hit, and he lost the football.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
Smith now to throw on 1st down. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They will run it over center with Hall. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On the move left. He'll try to run for it. And he's in. On now, Cade York for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That'll bring up 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here, we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They needed 19, and that is exactly what they got. And they convert on third and long. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up second and 1.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third and 1, it's Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. A play fake. Now Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
Touchdown, New York.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jets 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Smith. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. That's going to be incomplete. Upper very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Second down. Smith He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Austin. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense. But the window closed up so quickly, they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. See what they have for 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he sets his guys up with a short field and a chance to tie up this game.
At the 41-yard line.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Jets are back within 4. That's 14-10. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. He'll be slowed up and taken down. Play goes nowhere. Stuck behind the line for a loss.
A loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That's taken in. And the tackle is going to be made short of the marker. What a decision to go for it. Right for second guessing. They have now turned it over on down.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains and force the turnover on downs.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will get into the end zone.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, New York.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
at their own 22-yard line.
Gino now on 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10. Cooper going in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gino. Flush to his right. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard
A
line.
loss of 4 yards.
Brian
Brings up
Burns
3rd down and
gets
14.
him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. Smith. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Results in a 4th
The
down.
offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We begin the 4th quarter with a run here on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Out of the shotgun. It's done. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of 2 yards.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Smith. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Gino. That is over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have